he's just in love, man. What can I say?
There's a new sensibility now. People care about morals.
I've never done nothing except disappoint people my whole life. But I made it on my terms, not theirs.
So I wanted to tell you both that there are movies and then there are films, and you two are a part of a cinematic film. So congratulations.
Thank you. I
Gracias.
totally feel the same way. And I love that you dressed up for the occasion. Thank you.
For you, Margot, absolutely. You too, Diego. So my first question is that, the golden era, like the age of Hollywood back then, it's like, it's not as glamorous as like we think that it is. And, like studios owned actors as contract players. So after doing this movie and after doing Babylon, I was just wondering like what your take now is on old Hollywood. Diego, I'll start with you.
I don't know. I think something very beautiful is that all these people like trying to create Hollywood, trying to make movies, they were all pioneers. I really love that idea. Like every idea in those days was like a new idea, like a new adventure, something that create or make higher like the level of language they were building. Because in the beginning, I think they were literally like realizing what it was like a close-up or a POV. So they were like finding all the tricks that for us is now like very common in a way. Yeah, and I like that idea. And also that there wasn't like a school. All these people were like anything, like thieves or clowns, I don't know, like misfits in a way. But there was no like a college to study cinema or movie making. And I like that. I really believe that it was like the Wild Wild West in that kind of scenario.
I was just fascinated to hear how, or start, reading about how debaucherous it was as a time. It definitely, what struck me was all the things Diego said about how it was new and they were innovating every day and like coming up with what is the structure of a film? How long should a film be? As all those things were, things that we take for granted, structures that we take for granted didn't exist back then. Neither did the technology, which is just so fascinating. But I also loved hearing about kind of like the off-camera antics at the time, which in my mind, I think based on how that time period has been depicted on film before, I thought was very buttoned up and, more conservative. And then actually it was like way crazier. Like there was way more drugs than there are now. And it was just like madness. And you read these stories about just like on and off set kind of behavior that was completely unhinged and debaucherous. And I thought, wow, I'm so glad that Damien's going to capture this, on screen in a way so that people don't think of the 1920s as just being kind of stuffy or boring.
No, I thought Damien did a fantastic job of capturing that. So Diego, I wanted to know, like for you, like old Hollywood would have cast like your character kind of as like the mal hombre bad guy. But I wanted to know what your take was, like opening up this script, Manny is actually the moral center of the film. And so what was it like, seeing Manny like in this like lead Hollywood role?
Wow, but first, the greatest experience of my life. And right away when I started reading Babylon for the first time, I realized, it's just like a piece by itself. So I think it's literally like could be a book. I hope Damien publish it one day. But also I fall in love with Manny right away in the sense that the first part of the movie is just a dreamer. It's just someone that really wants something, to be part of something bigger than life, bigger than his life, that what he really believes that there's more, that what is right there for him. And I really connect with that in so many levels. Then I kept reading and I realized that, okay, so this guy is a complex character, you just said something important about morals. I think Sidney Palmer is the moral character in a way. Is the one that never betrayed himself. Is the one that actually has ideals, right? But I found very cool what Damien told me about Pacino in The Godfather, about how interesting and entertaining is to watch the character, a smart character with morals, losing his soul step by step. Like every stage in the movie, Manny is like losing his soul, his morals, his beliefs. He's just in love, man. What can I say?
Well, I wanted to tell you both, congratulations again. You both brought this, and good luck to you during this award season as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.